Alright. Welcome to Sideboard MTG. My name's Eric, and tonight we've got something a little special for you. We've got a league with Black-White Trials. This is a deck built by our very own Justin Clay. He's here in chat. He's gonna kind of guide us through some sideboarding and things like that. He recently took this deck to a 5-0 finish in a online competitive league on Mtgo, so should be a pretty competitive deck, and hopefully we'll have some fun with it. I've gotten a couple test games in with it, and I tell you, I absolutely love the deck. It plays a little bit like Boggles, but it also plays like Black-White Knights. There's life gain aspects, there's kill, there's just really good aggressive creatures. The deck's kind of got it all, so hopefully we'll have some fun with this one. If you like it, give it that thumbs up, and if you like the content in general, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you're interested in having a league run for yourself with your deck, there is an option for that. I am doing donation bonus leagues now, so if you want a league ran, that is something we can do. Alright guys, what's up? I'm Eric, you're watching Sideboard MTG. I think we covered that. Do all the YouTube things, like, share, comment, subscribe, all of those good things. And let's talk about Justin's deck here. Awesome deck, and it's aptly named Trials, Black-White Trials, even though there's no white trials in the deck. But the deck itself runs Trial of Ambition, and not just a few copies of it. 4 full copies of Trial of Ambition. This is a 2-mana. Target opponent is going to sacrifice a creature, and if we play one of our cartouches, and we do have 7 of those, if we play a cartouche, we're going to get that back, and then for 2 mana we can make them sack yet another creature. It's just a very clutch card, and in this particular combination, when you've got really cheap aggressive creatures, it's absolutely perfect. Leaving a trial on the battlefield activates your Knights of Grace. If you have a white cartouche or a Knight of Grace down, then you automatically have an active Knight of Malice. So that's some 3/3 first or 3/2 first strikers. Yeah, they do die in an exchange with a Goblin Chain Whirler, but they do at least exchange with Goblin Chain Whirler. So that is also something to think about. Now, if we could perhaps get, say, maybe a trial. A cartouche of Solidarity or a cartouche of Ambition on one, then we could kind of laugh at that Goblin Chain Whirler. I mean, we can stand in front of him, and then of course, if they kill something of ours, we just Fatal Push. And one of my favorite parts of this deck is if we Fatal Push, right? We can get down a 1-mana Bone Picker. I love this card. Actually, I'm going to hate to see this card go. It was one of the things that just made the mono black aggro decks just so great, and we've got that aspect right here. And it doesn't have to be our creature that died to make Bone Picker great. So for 3 mana, you can actually just cast a Trial of Ambition. Your opponent will have to sacrifice a creature, then your Bone Picker comes in for 1 mana. It's good stuff, guys. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Absolutely, Justin, you just got to me before I got to mention how good that was as well. But yeah, just really, really good stuff. You can even do crazy little plays like, Cartouche of Ambition, and the neg-1/1 counter kills something, and then your Bone Picker comes in. You start putting Histories of Benalia down. You've got plenty of cool knights that can that can use that benefit. And then, of course, we've got probably the all-star of the deck. You might think that it would be, one of the multiple copies of Lyra in the main deck, but no. In my testing, the All-Star was Adanto Vanguard. This card is absolutely phenomenal. Most of us knew this, but the card is great, guys. It's great, especially if you're trying to, put a cartouche or something on it. You don't want to get 2 for 1. Adanto survives most things. They normally have to Vraska's Contemptus to save their own skin. So, yeah, Adanto is just phenomenal when I was testing. Honestly, the weakest card in the deck when I was playing it was Karn, but yet it was giving me card advantage, so that's not weak either. What's up, K-Dog? How you doing? Let's get some shout outs in here before we cover the sideboard. Or do you want to just cover the sideboard? I mean, the main board's pretty much covered there. The sideboard's got, 4 copies of Duress, just really good against control decks. We've got some Cleansing Novas, just in case we just want to reset everything, or perhaps you just don't want that mono blue artifacts deck to just do crazy things, so we can destroy all artifacts and enchantments. Yeah, we could probably lose some cartouches along the way, but you could also Cleansing Nova, destroy all creatures, but yet pay 4 life and make a Danto survive, right? He's indestructible. He survives. He's swinging with a cartouche on. He's gaining life. You're getting that life back. It's great. It's great. It's great. All right. Then we've got Vraska's Contempt and Settle the Wreckage for ways to exile our opponent's creatures, along with Thopter Arrest. Thopter Arrest is a very underlooked card. I'm actually hoping that we get something kind of like this in the new set. This is going to be leaving. We're going to be losing cards like Cast Out and things like that. And Ixalan's Binding is just not enough for me in the meta. So I'm hoping that we get a replacement for Thopter Arrest. And then Argyle's Bloodfast for those control matchups as well. Just giving us a little bit more... a little bit more card draw, a little something to do with that extra life that we might have laying around. And, draw some cards, get some more threats, and just keep doing it, Alright, guys, that's the deck. Now, to those shout-outs, right? Boros, how you doing, sir? I can't help it. I love that name, Boros. Boros. I was a big fan of Rocky and Bullwinkle when I was little, So, anyway, for the Horde, I thought you weren't going to be here. The Sea Monkey. Man, Sea Monkeys. Do you remember those when you was little? There was a show called Sea Monkeys, right? Yeah, Karn being there only for card advantage, I can get that, and that's kind of how it felt for me when I was playing Karn. It was just for more card advantage. Guys, let me know if the music's too loud or anything, and I'll take care of that. Justin Clay, Jason, what's up, sir? Kunkel? Is that how you say that? Kunkel? Dragon Lord, how you doing, buddy? Alright, guys, let's, Philip Wambacher, what's up, sir? It's been a while. Well, a couple days, anyway. Brandon, what's up, Brandon? Dragon Lord and Gerard? Yeah, Gerard's up here. Who else do we got? Somebody else sneak in? Nightbot, you don't count. You don't count. I think Madness was from earlier today. We had a stream earlier today, and, yeah, we had some fun. We had some fun. We took a bunch of extra turns on people, and then in another game we, Sarkin's Unsealing. Just, oh, this poor little deck just got Sarkin's Unsealing to death. It was good though. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Haha, caught that fly. I tell you guys, living next to a pasture. It's not cool. Not cool. We'll only be listening, not much chatting, building a deck right now. Awesome, awesome. I'll look forward to see what you got. I'll let you guys know that For the Horde finally submitted his deck, so we're going to be running a little Gear Hulk action for the Horde here. Oh man, that Sarkin's Unsealing deck was really good. I hope Rush got the. Oh, he did. He let us know that he went back and watched it. It was quite fun, right? I mean, jeez. The Hellion. Oh, Infernal Hellion with Sarkin's Unsealing. Good stuff. Either way, guys, we're going to be running a league with this, so might as well get to it, right? We've got 5 games to go, and I'm going to be trying really hard on this, so I might be going a little slow on some of my plays, and we're going to see what happens here. Alright, guys. The quote I made topped off the whole match. Well, it wasn't supposed to be a quote. Madness is the one that started quoting me, and he's like, "Oh, quote of the year by SideboardMTG right here." Yeah. You have to complain a lot about life. You have to start taking allergy medicine so animals don't make you break out into hives, and it makes you so sleepy. Oh no. Allergies. Oh, that's horrible. That is horrible. Well, I mean, we've got plays, we've got a little card advantage, we've got a little bit of disruption, we can cast all the things, we can hold Fatal Push up on one. I don't think that we pitch this particular hand. I could be wrong, but I just don't think that we pitch this hand. All right, let's get rid of this. Oh, so we ran into that. Well, I somehow think that the black one is the one that I'm most willing to sacrifice here. That could be wrong, but we'll find out. Oh, wow. And, you know, and it just keeps getting better. I am going to play this History of Benalia. I think that's right. We could play Knight of Grace. Like, if he would have played something, I more than likely would have played Knight of Grace. And then, you know, follow that up. I expect this to get burned. Yeah, okay. But yeah, if he would have played something, I probably would have just played Knight of Grace and then just followed that up with a Fatal Push. Goblin Chain Whirler is okay here. Ooh, alright. Well, we could make a Knight trade. Or we could get some Karn action going here. I kind of like the Karn action. Little Carny action here. That's going to be great for next turn, I guess. Yeah, we'll just pass. Too bad it makes a soldier. Right? Well, I mean, he's already played a Goblin Chain Whirler. So, yeah, I mean, we're gonna see what we can do here. Cartouche is gonna go off. We're gonna get some stuff. I'm gonna play a land. It's gonna come in untapped. So, I'm going to sacrifice Scavenger Grounds here. Fatal Push on the Goblin Chain Whirler. Cartouche on a Knight. We'll just do all the things here really quick. And, I mean, we have a Adanto Vanguard, and, yeah. This is looking pretty sweet so far. I'm willing to lose this. If he wants to double block here, then I'm definitely willing to lose that. If he wants to take the 9, which, by the looks of it, he does, I'm okay with that as well. And next turn, we're looking at just doing more mean things to red deck here. Trials, interesting, right? Yeah, I mean, it's a little interesting. Just a bunch of vigilance, you know, you're... Oh, man. What a thing. What a thing. Oh, getting in at old Karn. Well, that can happen. Look, another Scavenger Ground. So, let's uptick Karn here. See if we can get a little more card advantage. We've already played our land for the turn. He probably sacks the Thopter here, don't you think? Probably a little Thopter sackage. I'm okay with it, though. I expect the Thopter to go. And then I'm just going to run out a Knight of Grace. And then I'm willing to get into it here with a Goblin Chain Whirler. Definitely willing to get into a little fight here. And then, I mean, we're looking at PNLR. The opponent doesn't draw cards. Or doesn't draw lands. We're going to look okay. All right, Pia. All right, Pia. I think I will. I think I'll block. Now, he's got a lot more cards than we do. Our Karn is in a pretty good spot here, though. So, how do we want to do this? Let's reveal a card. Maybe he'll give us, you know, a trial or something. All right, there's a Trial of Ambition. That's perfect. So next turn we'll down tick the Karn. This turn we can play Knight of Grace and History of Benalia. So I think that's the route I'm going to take. So we'll go History, Knight of Grace, and pass. Yeah, this looks okay. We're still putting threats out. We've got a Karn on 1,000,000, and we've got some decent cards we can go get. And the opponent's going to scoop it up, you know? The opponent's like, I just can't deal with that. It's just too much. I just can't. So, you know, there you go. Yes, Trial of Ambition triggers Knight of Grace. I mean, you just have that black permanent there, and your white knights just get a little bit bigger. You trade them with Goblin Chain Whirlers, and the opponent just wasn't drawing land, and got him. You know, just flat out got him. So what do we really want here? I'm thinking somewhere in the lines of some Settle the Wreckage, maybe a little Vraska's Contempt action, and what do we take out? Cartouche is going to be like huge. Lyra is going to be huge. Karn is probably the weakest card here in this matchup. But even Karn feels good. So, yeah, that was game 1, match 1. Let's see what we can do, Madness. Let's see what we can do. Oh, man. I'm trying to think of what I want to take out. I don't want to take out my Fatal Pushes. Fatal Push is great. Cartouche of Ambition is great. Even the Cartouche of Solidarity, like the Cartouches are great. We're probably going to lose a couple Knights of Malice on the draw. Alright, so I'm going to peel back 3 Knights of Malice. Probably 3 Karns. I think that's where I want to be, and then I'm just going to bring in Settle, Stop to Arrest, and Vraska's Contempt. You don't like the Trials? You don't think Trials is where you want to be against Mono Red? You just think Pia is bad? So would you leave in the Knights of Malice? On the play, I think I like Knights of Malice. I think on the draw, I like Trials better. I mean, it's your deck, but this is the opponent said he's trying to break this 2-3 curse right now. Alright, I think on the draw I want to try it like this. I think you're not going to backseat drive? Alright, understood. The opponent said, gonna have to fight hard for this. Variance is not my friend right now. I don't like 5 lands. I just don't. I think we can do better than 5 lands. I think this is better than 5 lands. I'm gonna keep. Oh man, that's more threats, more knights. I'm gonna keep that on top too. I mean, we've got time to draw some cards. So, I mean, if he comes out with something like Karizev, I'm just gonna draw. Sorcerer's Spyglass. What are we trying to activate here, buddy? You're gonna keep me from activating if near Deadlands? Okay. He brought that in versus Karn. We took Karn out. Well, it's not looking worse. It is not looking worse. I think I want to make him spend his turn trying to remove one of my creatures instead of advancing his own board. So, oh, gonna get our History of Nalia, maybe? Okay. That's okay. Alright. So he did spend his turn trying to remove our dudes. So I'm just going to play another. He's down to 3 cards. We can deal with some stuff. That's a Goblin Chain Whirler. He doesn't have another creature. Oh man, I want to play that History of Benalia. But I also just really want to just get rid of that Goblin Chain Whirler. Hit him in the face for 3. Yeah, that seems good, right? Just hit him in the face for 3. Bye, Whirler. Yeah. Bye, Whirler. Like you forgot about sacking the land to Fatal Push the Chain Whirler. That was great. Yeah, it just kind of dealt with things. What? He duressed away our extra... Man, he's just getting all of our histories. All of our histories. But he's down to 1 card, and it doesn't matter if it's even Hazard at this point. The Phoenix is what I'm more worried about than anything. We can deal with this Glorybringer. I mean, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but, I mean, we can deal with Glorybringer. Yeah. We're just going to deal with Glorybringer. And then we'll pass the turn. At this point, we need to outdraw him on threats. I definitely... there's a PNLR. Okay. We'll just pass. We'll just pass. I mean, he's got 1 card in hand. He's crewing. We'll just Fatal Push the Heart of Kirin. He plays the Goblin Chain Whirler. We take 1. We pass. We'll settle him. And, I mean, he can go get a bunch of land. I mean, we might get cut to ribbons. Right? He might cut us. He might cut us to ribbons. He's cycling. Did you get another threat? Ooh. Well... we'll get back a couple trials, right, off this cartouche. And then we've got this Vanguard that's got first strike, things like that. I'm okay with this. How's everybody doing tonight, Thomas? We're doing great, man. How are you doing, Thomas? How are you? Well, that is another land, ladies and gentlemen, and I have found me a target for this Thopter arrest we've been hanging on to. And since it exiles, we're gonna take this Scrap Heap Scrounger, and we're just gonna put this little bad boy in exile, and then I think that we drop down a Trial of Ambition, which will make him get rid of that, and now we just get sideways with it, right? Yeah, I mean, we're on the top deck war, and that's game, boys. Sorry about your luck there, red-black aggro. Red-black mid-range. Madness is here. Maybe I can call it mono-red. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, The deck, super spicy. The first night that Justin showed this to me, we're just kind of having a friendly little game here on Magic Online. He's like, I'll play a deck, and he pulled this deck out, and he thoroughly stomped my tail, boys. Oh my God, he stomped my tail with it. And as you can see there, we just put a hurting on red-black. I mean, red-black was like, what are you gonna do? Right? Yeah, the Trials recursion was great. I'm really happy that I didn't take the Trials out in the second game there. It just gave us enough interaction to just keep interacting with the opponent. Made it to where we're just not worried about things like Hazret, Scrap Heap Scrounger, whatever. We'll exile that guy with a Thopter Arrest and kind of go from there, you know. It was really good. It was really good. You love watching red deck lose? Well, it was a red-black deck, but I'm with you. I'm with you. All right, opponent. All right. Beautiful so far. You run 4 of these in your 5-color cartouche, and it is a game changer. Talking about 4 of the black cartouches, or the black trials. They're pretty good. I do like that. What? And have increased matchmaking priority. Well, good for us. Boom! 1 down, says Justin. Right? Just a few more to go, Justin. Just a few more to go. See, this works out for me too. If I at least, you know, get the 3 and 2 out of this league, that's more that we get to keep for the channel there, you know. It's more points that we have to run more leagues with later, and so I'm vested in this too. Like, I want to earn some points for the channel. You're wanting to see your deck play out. This could almost be an opening hand just in itself. I am a little bit worried about 5 mana. I don't want 5 lands, so oh my goodness. There's no threats here. Okay. Alright. I'm going to keep and pray there's a black land on top now. You know what? I'll keep that Adanto's Vanguard. It's what we've got. That's what we've got, so that's what we're going to use. I'm going to start with the If Near Dead lands, just because, you know, I could take 1 life and Fatal Push something on turn 1. If it's a Land of War Elf, I'm going to do it. Yeah, and then we'll just play the Adanto. Oh, well, it did maul pretty decent, but, you know, we hit a bunch of lands, so I mean, it was probably the right call to keep the first opening hand. I didn't do it, but it was probably the right call. So we'll see what happens here. Man, if this would have been the trial, oh my goodness, it would have been great. Not getting lands now, and that kind of hurts a little bit. We do have the first strike, though, so we're going to try to get in. Bone Picker could be everything we need to win this fight, so we'll see what happens. Alright, what do you got, opponent? Death Gorge Scavenger. What you eating? You eating this Land of War? Gain a little life? You are eating the Land of War. Okay. Alright. Alright, opponent. So we're going to kill the Death Gorge Scavenger if we hit a land. I'll take it. This is not a land. Maybe we can get the Bone Picker down. I think we swing with everything. I expect him to not block the Vigilance guy. Wouldn't you expect some kind of trick? I'll pay 1 life. We'll play Bone Picker and pass. Yeah, the mana screw's a little bit rough, but I'm not that upset. Swinging into Bone Picker is going to be a little difficult for the opponent. I mean, if he really wants to do that, he can. How's this race turn out? So we got, he's hitting us for 6. We're going to hit him back for that much. I think I take it this turn and we pray for a land off the top. That's an Isolated Chapel. Alright, so Isolated Chapel is actually really, really sweet here. I'm going to put it on the Adanto. And we're going to go Cartouche on Adanto. And we're going to put 2 neg-1/1 counters on the Deathgorge Scavenger. Thanks to his Winding Constrictor. And now we're just going to swing. If he's got a Vraska's Contempt, yeah, we're in a little bit of trouble. If he doesn't have Vraska's Contempt, this Adanto's Vanguard is... Danto about to do work. Yeah, Adanto Vanguard is a mean card, guys. He can carry an enchantment like very few other cards in Standard. And that's something we'll probably want to look into as, you know, rotation happens and we get new enchantment and things like that. Adanto is a really powerful card, and this deck really showcases how powerful he is. So, is this a Vraska's Contempt? Vivian Reed. Well, what do you do, Vivian? Wow. Can't take it. He just can't take it. I'm not letting up. I am not letting up. I'm putting lethal on the opponent. I know we could swing at Vivian, but I am putting lethal on the opponent. He needs to block this. He needs to lose that Winding Constrictor. And we've done this with 3 mana, ladies and gentlemen. 3 mana. Doing work. Doing work. We're back at 21 life. 21 life? Oh no, he killed our flyer. Whatever will we do? That's about it, right? Oh man, if he gets a Vraska's Contempt to deal with this Adanto's Vanguard, then we're probably going to be in a little bit of trouble. But if he keeps drawing lands, I mean, he revealed a snake. Hey, that's a Gearhulk. That's a Gearhulk. 'Tis a Gearhulk. Black Cartouche off the top. One time. Just. Oh. Wouldn't it be so sweet? Black Cartouche. Ah, it's a Knight of Grace. So, we'll play our Knight of Grace. And I'm just going to gain 2 life here. I mean, I don't think it's a bad play to gain 2 life. And then next turn, if he can't deal with this, we're looking at hitting him for 3 if he does, or 4 if he doesn't have another card to cast. But I think he's going to have some more cards. We know he revealed a Winding Constrictor, which he might be able to... Ooh, Walking Ballista. We'll see. Winding Constrictor, Walking Ballista for 2, 3, that's not bad. That deals with the rest of our guys. So, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh no. Oh no. I'm going to attack. We'll go to blocks. We're going to see what he does. I assume he blocks something, shoots other things. Okay. See, if I was him, I would have blocked here with the walking ballista and then shot the other two. But that seems like that's not what he's going to do. I'm definitely just trying to keep the pressure up. And of course we can pay the life. I mean, we're netting 2 life every time we swing with this, so the opponent made some bad blocks there. This Vivian Reed, though, we have yet to actually have a point where we could have killed her, so just hoping for the best here. Oh my goodness, just give me land. Runner lands. That would be pretty sweet. Alright, the opponent's getting in at us. Deciding he's going to hold back just one more turn. Alright, well. Concealed courtyard. Okay. I think I'm going to hold back now, which isn't exactly where I want to be, but why are people jamming Karn where he doesn't belong? I think Karn's okay here. I do. I think Karn's okay here. Because Karn is a hyped card. I think Karn's better against the control matchups and things like that, so tap land, what a kick in the balls, right? It is. But if we get one more land, this is no longer a blocker, or we can kill something else. I mean, I block. I mean, we pay 4, we get 4 back, we take 4 more off the top. I mean, we net took 4 damage there instead of 8, so that's not horrible. The black cartouche would be good right now. Oh no. Trial's not horrible. I'm going to play the trial. See if we can get rid of one of these creatures. We no longer have the lifelink, which is a little bit of a problem. I'm actually getting a little bit worried now. The opponent has had plenty of time with this Vivian Reed to really work us over here. So this is becoming a bit of a problem. Maybe I should have Karned right there and just started maybe down-ticking Karn. I'm going to get in at Vivian while I still have enough life total here. And I'm paying for it now. So I guess he just blocks here with the walking ballista now that it's big enough. So, alright. That happened. We're not looking too good here with this. It was looking pretty sweet at first, but Vivian just has given him plenty of card draw. Oh, now he's got a Glint Sleep Siphoner. Corrosive Portal in Standard? I don't know. What? Yeah, Vraska's Contempt on a Vanguard would be really, really mean. That is definitely not something we're hoping to see. And we're probably just what the opponent does. I mean, he's made some bad blocks and things like that. I don't want to give him too much credit. Vivian has been phenomenal for him. We just haven't been able to get through Vivian. I think this is definitely going to be one of those cleansing Nova games. So he's going to put us low enough that he can finish us with the Ballista here. So that's going to be game. All right, opponent. Okay. Let's see what you got going on there. So I think I'm going to do the same thing I did earlier. We're going to take out a couple cards. Knight of Grace is going to be great here because our opponent can activate it for us. Bone Picker is going to be great. So is Lyra. Cartouche is going to be stupid against the Snake. And then the Trial might be one other card that I will look into like cutting down one of. But I want Cleansing Novas, Settle the Wreckage, Thopter Arrest for sure. Kind of looks like everything I want right there. I think so. So here we go. Naturalize plus Plummet and 1 ability. Right? I mean, Vivian's a powerful card, guys. You guys are going to love her after rotation, and that's what we're playing. I mean, that's what we're going to play. I think I keep this. It's a 2-land hand. We don't have black mana. We're on the play, though. We can get out this Knight of Grace and Cartouche. Justin, I think 1 or possibly 2 of those cards probably need to be in the sideboard, just based on what your week to week is, and then possibly even. I think I'm keeping this. I think I am, and possibly look into maybe some Legion's Landing. Just a thought. You don't think you can agree with it? It was really, really risky. I'm hoping to just ride this Knight of Grace in there, and we're gonna find out. If we miss our land drops, then it's probably gonna be bad. You do you, boo. It's funny. No fatal push. You fatal. Oh, okay. That's just. I thought he played it and tapped it. My bad. Whew. Oh man, he's gonna tap it anyway. Atlanta War Elf. Swamp off the top. Swamp off the top. Oh. I mean, it's still not a bad card here. First strike, 3/3, getting in there. We're gonna do some work. Try to do a little work. Little work. We really need a black mana here. Yeah, swamp, something that produce black would be very, very nice for us. Winding Constrictor. I mean, we've got all the cards to catch up if we can get that black source. Oh, no! Oh, okay, alright. Hang in there. Just hang in there. Hang in there. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. It's not over yet. We can still do things. Hey, I made a white chain whirler. Rishkar, Pima Renegade. Black mana. Goodness gracious, give me the black mana. We have to have black mana or we can't even swing this turn. I mean, he can swing at us. If he swings at us, we can swing. He's going to hold up. Okay. Oh. Not like this deck. Not like this. Yeah. Alright, so I definitely kept a questionable hand. Alright, alright. How do we make it through this? We draw black. We kill the snake. We ambition something else. Or we kill the snake, then we cartouche the Atlanta War Elf. Yeah, then we can kill something else. I don't know. Ooh. Ooh. I'm getting sick. I'm getting sick. No, I'm joking. I'm losing my gusto here. I don't know. I don't know, guys. This 2-mana hand, I thought that eventually we would draw more land. Even if it was white, we could get into the Lyra if we just kept drawing land, even if they weren't black land. I'm just going to pass here. And when he puts the trigger on the stack here to make more counters with the Walking Ballista, I'm going to kill the snake. That's the plan anyway. He's just going to do it again, of course, right? Okay. Well, I mean, he gets a huge Walking Ballista out of this. It's still going to be at 6, which would be a little bit of a problem. But we're not out yet. We're definitely not out. We're still at 20 life. We've got a Lyra that we could get into. We've got History of Benalia we could start getting into. Right now, we're just kind of biding time. The opponent's still got 5 cards in hand, though, but it's not over. It's not over. We'll block here. I'll take the 4 from Rishkar. Yeah. We'll see what happens. We will just see what happens. Thrashing Brontodon. Okay. There's another Bone Picker. Not exactly what... I don't want to play that yet. I think I play Trial here, and then next turn we play a Cartouche. Alright, so there went the Lana War Elf, which is kind of what I expected to go bye-bye. Like, we may be able to just kill the Brontodon by playing Cartouche. He may just sack the Brontodon. We really need one more land for Settle the Wreckage, and we could be saved. We have to keep our life total above 7. Okay, above 6. Above 5. Above 4. Okay, well. Alright, so we take 10 here. We just need a land. We need a land. We need a land. Yeah, I mean we're going to take a bit of a beating. Okay, so we're going to take 11. He's going to go ahead and pump. Okay, so we're taking 11. Our life total is at the max. That's dead on board, ladies and gentlemen. Dead on board. Yeah. I mean, all he has to do is pump this and just shoot us down. Street Fighter? Is this one Street Fighter? Maybe. You think it might be? We'll go for it. I doubt we're going to get away with it. I expect a pump and shoot. Just pump and dump. Alright? Just like Bitcoin. Pump and dump. Alright. Alright, you got us, opponent. You got us. Yeah. Alright, I lost one. We're 1-1. Oh, that was brutal. That was all my fault for keeping a bad hand, too. So, maybe he swings and F6s. Right? Well, kind of got to hope. He made some bad blocks there, so. I was hoping he would go to put a point on the stack. Yeah, the 5-0 Dream lost there. All because I wanted to keep that 2-land hand. I thought that we would just get those lands, and we just didn't for so long. You can't wait for Ballista to rotate? That is the one card I don't want to rotate. That is like the best card they have made in so long. It's pitiful. The design on that card is perfect. It is not too broken. It is, but it is broken enough to make it legacy playable. I mean, the card is terrific. It is absolutely terrific. So, yeah, we should have gotten another land. Like, we should have. Like, I feel that I would have been able to trust that we would have gotten a land before, like, 8 turns. But, you know, whatever. It happens. Yeah, exactly. Vintage playable. It's amazing. The card is just perfectly built. I think that, you know, so, I mean, there's some baselines in Magic, like to counter a non-creature spell. Negate is the baseline. To put a 1/1 counter on something, 4 mana is the baseline on that. You know, to make a 1/1 dude, that is normally a 4 mana baseline. That's why you see, you know, a Danto's Vanguard. You're tapping it and 3 others to make a 1/1 dude. Slimefoot, you pay 4 mana, make a 1/1 dude. Like, these are the baselines on things. And Walking Ballista just, it has that baseline, but it's got that XX value, and then it's got something you can do with that baseline ability. I mean, you're putting these 1/1 counters on it, then you can remove those to do damage. A 1/1 counter to deal 1 point of damage somewhere is pretty good. And it's just amazing how you get a card that has multiple baseline abilities on it, and all of a sudden you have probably one of the best. I have to keep this, guys. I can't not keep this hand. I cannot not keep this hand. There's like triple, quadruple negative, right? You can stifle it. Disallow. I'm keeping it. Ah! Yeah, it hurts. It hurts to keep it, but at least we have black mana. Alright, so this is not a complete repeat, alright? It's a Pete and repeat, but not complete repeat. Oh no! We're up against another! Rise against the orcs! Chapel's good. Chapel's gonna be really good. So, Chapel means that next turn, we can actually play Trial, make him sack whatever he plays this turn. Never mind. Never mind. Unless he just takes the history. I think he's got to take the Trial, right? Like, don't you have to take Trial here? Anything else you take, just... Yeah, that's what I thought. So... we slam a history. And swing. Yeah, I think so. I think this is where we want to be. I mean, this is just a normal, like, black-white Knights deck or something like that. We get something like Fatal Push. We get this back. We get to do some other cool stuff. I'm not too upset with this. And then next turn we'll play, hopefully we'll go land Double Knight. And the following turn swing for like 20. It could be good. It could be a thing. Right, right. This next turn, I'm looking at Knight of Grace, maybe Cartouche, or something along those lines. I expect the opponent to have some kill spells of his own, so yeah. If he doesn't have some way to deal with this, yeah, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. He's going to be in a lot of trouble, especially if we top deck another land. If we top deck another land, I'm dropping double Knight of Grace and just saying pass. Double Knight of Grace. I mean, I'm going to swing, but yeah. So he drops a history. Alright. Alright, opponent. Kind of got a little mirror action going on. I do like Kite Self Rebooter here, though. There it is. Knight of Grace. Knight of Grace. And I am definitely willing to trade with him here. He should be trying to make trades. Yeah, the opponent should 100% be trying to make trades here. Our leftover knight will end up cartouching next turn. It'll be a monster. Yeah, we definitely have the better knight factor going on. Do we play around settle? Or do we just swing straight into it? Looks like we're not playing around settle. Ravenous Chupacabra. Well. They're all first strikers, so looks like we might get to do a little work here. Alright. We're going to give that one a buff. We're going to give this one a buff. And we'll pass. So now it's his turn to try to get aggressive, and we're at 19, and I don't think he can swing. I really don't think he can swing. He's gonna swing anyway. All right, I'll take it. Do we play around settle? Nope. All right. He keeps fixing this for us so that we don't have to play around settle. I mean, that's kind of sweet, right? We do want something to die this turn, even if it's ours. I assume that he blocks like a bunch of things, but he dies if he blocks like this. Because one of the vigilance guys are getting through, he has to block all of our creatures. Unless he just wants to, you know, block here, shoot here. He can do that, which is, it's fine. Alright, so there's a shot. There's another shot. Bone Picker? Oh, undo. I wasn't in main phase yet. Bone Picker? And pass. We have 3 lethal attackers. He's got 3 cards. One of our attackers is airborne. Lyra Dawnbringer. Well, that's a thing. So Lyra gains 5. What's the math on this? Lyra blocks one of these, gains 5. he takes 1, 2, 3, 5 back. He has to block this. We get the trial. We use the trial to make him sacrifice the Lyra. I think the proper reaction is to attack and put it on him. Okay, I keep forgetting that he could just eat that. Alright, math. Not my strong suit, huh? Yeah, Trial of Ambition would be nice. Would be really nice. Okay, Lyra. You're really pursing me off. We're gonna lose this to Lyra. A Johnny? This is what Karn should be in this deck, by the way. It should be a Johnny. I like Karn, but I think this should be in a Johnny. Oh no! I mean, this is about to get bad. It's about to get real bad. All right. So he's gonna go back to 6. He gets to keep this laying around. Oh, he goes to 7. All right. So how do we deal with this? This is the only thing I can think of, and it's bad. It's real bad. Alright, so we kill this. We kill this. We get a trial. We're at 6. Johnny makes this 7. He gains 7. He goes to 10. We make him sack Lyra if he doesn't have something else. Oh, man. Alright, a Johnny pluses this. He sacks the Shepherd Dunes and beats us for 8. You got us, opponent. You got us. Justin, I'm not doing so good with your deck, man. I'm not doing so hot here. It's kind of bothering me. I never had problems like this in like, it just ran over everyone. I should have done math a little bit better right there. Alright. So white cartouche is going to be out. Duress is going to come in. He's got a ton of creatures. So Trial is out. Settle is in. Vraska's Contempt is in. Karn out. Cleansing Nova in? Or maybe it stopped her arrest. I think this is it. I think this is it. We have to keep a hand that's got a bunch of mana in it. I've increased the converted mana cost of the deck a little bit here, I think. So I think I have to... Yeah, I mean, we traded some 2-drops for, you know, some Vraska's Contempt. I think Bone Picker's still good here. Maybe it's not Bone Picker and it's Trial. Maybe that's what we want to keep. Maybe it's not Cleansing Nova. You like the Thopter Arrest? I'll leave one Bone Picker in, and we're just going to be as controlling as possible here. Even though we're on the play, I still want to be controlling. So I think that with his Johnnies and things, he's going to be the more aggressor, or more of an aggressor than we are. Kite Cell Freebooter's pretty sweet. Not going to lie, Kite Cell's pretty sweet. So having more ways to deal with Kite Cell. Like, there were so many times there, we just could have dealt with Kite Cell, and it's probably my fault for swinging with the 1/1s. If I hadn't swung with the 1/1s, he might have been forced to block with Kite Cell Freebooter in those areas, and we might have gotten that trial back a little bit earlier. This looks pretty good. Kite Cell's probably going to grab this Cleansing Nova. Alright, here we go. I would have loved to hit a duress here in the opening hand. Alright, so we got an Adanto. Depending on what he plays here, probably just going to cartouche the Adanto. Gaining life off the bat just seems really, really good. So, sending positive vibes my way. I appreciate it, Logic. I appreciate it. Magna Boy! What's up, fella? Been a while. How you been? Does he take the Cleansing Nova? Or does he just take the cartouche? I mean, we're one off of casting Cleansing Nova as far as our hand construction goes. A little worried. Yeah, he took the cartouche. Good play by the opponent. Good play. I ain't scared. I ain't scared. Not yet, anyway. He doesn't have double white yet, so no History of Benalia coming down on us. Yes, Fatal Push last game would have won for us. Fatal Pushing the Kite Self Rebooter. We had like 4 different turns where a Fatal Push would have just destroyed him. I think that's where I was at. I mean, it just, yeah. Yeah, it was brutal. Knight of Malice. This malicing knight. Yeah, I'm just gonna swing with Adanto. If he puts the Knight of Malice in front of it, then he hit me for 4, but I'm gonna kill the Knight of Malice. So, yeah, it'll be a little exchange of life for the Knight of Malice. But the closer we get him to a low life total, the better off we are. Alright, this will be a problem. The neg 1s on Adanto will be a bit of a problem. Now he's got the Cleansing Nova on us. Damn, Daniel. The green also gives the options like Brontodon, Naturalized to hit Unsealing. Oh, you guys are talking about the Unsealing deck. We played an awesome Unsealing deck earlier today. It was pretty good. Doomfall, no! Are we losing to Black-White Knights here? Are we the worst Black-White Knight deck because they've got Kite Self Rebooter? Now we in trouble. Ah, okay, you don't want to make the trade with me. Or does he? I'll make the trade. Concealed Courtyard. And then attack. I mean, he's still got 4 cards in hand. We're empty. We've got a better board state than him, but I mean, I'm expecting he's 1 white land away from just playing like Histories of Benalia, things like that. And yeah, that's getting a little bit scary, guys. I hope he doesn't hit a land here. It's tapped. We've got one more turn to play with this Adanto, and then the Adanto is going to be gone. But if he spends 5 mana to kill Adanto, that's kind of okay. Militia Bugler. It's like, this could be better. This could be a better card in the deck than Karn. Just giving you an extra dude. Ravenous Chupacabra. Alright, well. I think that's the proper play. No, the proper play was to swing before I done it. So that I could have swung with a Knight of Grace. That was the proper play. Yep. Didn't do it and got punished for it. I mean, I still want him to spend his entire turn trying to deal with this Adanto. So, we'll see what happens. And then we want to just, like, stick this cartouche on a Knight of Grace and ride it straight up his cartouche. Here comes Radiant Destiny and things, right? I doubt there's a Radiant Destiny. Oh my goodness! He killed the Knight! Alright. I mean, if we get one hit off here for free, that's pretty good. So, I mean, that puts our life total back up, and we might be able to ride this out. History of Benalia, we've seen that coming. We've been waiting on that card. And a Knight of Grace. We'll swing and then do cleanup afterwards. It's basically just free to make him indestructible, so we'll do that. Okay. I mean, he's still got 3 cards in hand. Kind of want to keep this last ability to deal with a Lyra. Another Knight. We're repeating the same play. Another History. This time we get a lesson, huh? We'll see how he blocks. We'll pay for it. We're going to make a repeat of last time. Oh, and this time we get to add a little bit more to the board here with our Bone Picker. Bone Picker fits in great here. I probably should have left the Bone Pickers in just for more flying. I mean, we're stabilized at kind of 17 life here. We're just worried that he's going to hit a Lyra or something like that. So, okay, class, turn your books to chapters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Alright, so he kills the Bone Picker. Alright, well... Still swinging, just because swinging continues to do damage here. I mean, we're going to take 4 from one of these knights, but we can deal with the other. Kind of want to hang on to this Lyra. Oh my goodness, opponent. All the histories. 7, 8, 9. Yep. Chapters 7, 8, and 9. All the histories. Wish I could hit a history. We haven't hit a history this entire game. The opponent is drawn really, really well. Our deck's putting, a ton of pressure, but the opponent is just drawn so well. Oh, alright. Alright, opponent. Oh, he's going to fatal push it. He's going to take me to 1. Do you have another fatal push? No? Alright, well. It's not horrible. Excellent binding? Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. What do you do, opponent? I'm getting worried. You can't stop that. We go to 1 next turn. Kite Cell, that'll be a problem. Did not foresee this. Black Cartouche off the top would be great. Black, oh goodness. We have to fire it off. We don't have a choice. And then it's just a top deck war to see who gets back on board. Like, I wish that wasn't flying. If it wasn't flying, I would pop enchantments. But we don't have that luxury. Alright. I wish there was another way around. Yeah, we'll get our Adanto back and then lose to the flyer. We'll take 1 damage in the air and lose to the flyer, so yeah, it's a big boo. Boo-hoo. Jeez, guys, y'all are still talking about the Sarkhan's Unsealing deck? Wow. Here comes a Kite-Cell Freebooter. This is what your Karn needs to be. I am not lying, Justin. Trade those Karns out for a Johnny. He's card advantage. You're returning knights and stuff back, you know. Yeah, Freebooter's been great. Justin, I'm sorry, man. Sorry. Definitely made some punts there. He drew 3 histories. Our Adanto worked its way through 3 histories of Analia. He's bad in most situations. At least in your deck. Understood. Alright, fair enough, dude. I think he's great, but I mean, you've played the deck a lot more than I have. Mid-range with cartouches, aggro with cartouches, yeah. Yeah, you got 3 histories there. And then we're probably never going to see our second white land because, you know, Moto hates us. Stream curse, something like that. But I still think I have to keep this. We'll play Memorial to Folly. Alright. That's okay. We're alright now. So we'll play Memorial to Folly here. And then we'll just follow up with a Plains into an Isolated Chapel. Alright. So we'll go Plains. Knight of Malice. Probably just going to slam a History next turn. Swing 3. I mean, we could slam History and swing 3, or we could play Cartouche and swing 3. Swing 4 with a Cartouche. I like History. I like History. Like, Cartouche means we swing 4, but we only get a 1-1. History means we get a 2-2, and we still swing 3, so I'm not upset at the land. I mean, we can use all of these lands. Cool, we would have gotten blown out by the Cartouche anyway. Hostile Desert? Yeah, he's running Hostile Desert. He's probably Mono Black Control or something. So he gets to take Cartouche of Solidarity, which is okay. Yeah, I think it's Mono Black Control. Cartouche on Bone Picker. That does look pretty good. Looks pretty good. I'm probably just going to hardcast Bone Picker here. We're going to attack first and see if we can get away with paying the cheaper price. I wonder if he has something like... I don't know. Like, I'm worried he's got like, you know, Bantu's Last Reckoning or Yahini's Expertise or something like that. That could be very bad for us. One big creature right now would be terrific. Oh, if he would just like tap 5 and go, here's my dude. That would be pretty good. Doesn't look like that's happening though. I mean, this is a lot of damage. Varaska's Contempt on the picker. Take 8. I was just checking to make sure we could do this at instant speed. I'm probably just going to get back my Knight of Malice at end of turn, considering we've got a ton of mana. One big Walking Ballista. Alright, so we get back Knight of Malice. Alright, we'll play the card out. And we'll do this before combat. So if he wants to start shooting some stuff, he can. Right? But we don't want him to block. This way we at least get 2 points of damage in. Okay. He's tapped, so our knight. Get in our couple points of damage here. and pass. So, I mean, we're kind of protected against... We're kind of protected against most things, but yeah. Don't drink from water bottles, kid. And type kid? What? What did you type? Probably a Joshua Vest deck. I kind of expect something like that, but I don't expect Cabals. Gonti. Gonti. He can probably cast like anything he gets off of. Watch, he's going to get our own history. Oh, and he's going to cast it. You know it. You know he's about to cast a History of Benalia on us. We can't draw him, but, you know, he can. Alright. Okay. If he has Fatal Push right here for the night, then I'm just getting blown out. Okay, no Fatal Push, so no blowout there. These deserts will be a little bit of a problem if he has ways to get a land in the graveyard. So, I mean, he's like... I'm guessing at this point he's wanting to sack Memorial to Folly. So, 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, Gifted Aetherborn. Okay. Alright, so if he goes 1, 2, 3, then he can pay to make this. So, he could actually activate this Hostile Desert to protect the Gifted Aetherborn, so I really want to be able to play this before combat so I know everything that's going on. I'm worried about him going Fatal Field of Ruin. He didn't do it. Okay, so he had an option there where he went Field of Ruin, destroy something, put a land in the graveyard, pay the other 2 mana, exile the land in the graveyard, activate Hostile Desert, sack the Hostile Desert, keep his lifelinker, but he still also has the... I should have cartoushed. I should have cartoushed. Yep, we should have cartoushed. Is it even safe to swing now? He didn't really see the play before. Maybe we get away with it. Sees it now. Oh, I should have cartoushed. Yeah, it's a pretty huge punt. Yeah. Pretty huge punt. Pretty huge. I mean, we still kill this, but it's pretty big. And now he's got another land in the graveyard to do the same thing. Whew. Yeah, he might have had a reason to not make that play, and that was probably it. We need, like, I don't know. Something? Anything? Come on, like, oh, yeah. This looks good. So I assume he sacks it for mana? Or sacks it for life? But this gives us first strike and lifelink. So so we'll make a dude. We'll have first strike and lifelink. That's kind of exactly what we were looking for. So now if he wants to block, which he probably needs to, no blocks. So I mean, if he did block, I don't know. I mean, we're we might have. A lot of times I mean toughness and say power, or I'll mean power and say toughness. It's right in my head, but it just doesn't make it through the hypothalamus and, you know, and out. He said hypothalamus. Now he has the block, gain some life. Yeah, I mean he'll block and eat it so that we don't gain life, and he does. That's not horrible. End of turn, sack this, get back a Gonti, get some more creatures. I think that's where he wants to be. Like get another creature out of our deck. Right? Definitely want to. All right. The opponent's making good plays. Now sack that, absolutely. He's back at 7. Gonti could give him a lot here. I do like the trials in this matchup, though. So he needs a 3 mana or less card off of us, and he's probably going to get that. He did block and sack it. He made your play there, Boros. Right. Trial will force him to gain 3 life here. So, yeah. So, he gains his life. I'm going to cartouche. We'll return the trial. We'll say no, we do not want to do it. And enter combat. Good news is here we've got a lot of life linkers. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to put it here. This has protection from Fatal Push from most of this guy's deck. So we're gonna stay aggressive. He's going to need something really good as a blocker because of our double trials here. And we are pushing lethal. Never. Alright. So we're no longer pushing lethal. Damn you, opponent. Damn. Down ticking Karn. I want a threat. I want a threat and I want it now. What do you got, opponent? Eldest Reborn. Woo, I played around that well, didn't I? Didn't even realize it. We're going to uptick. See if we can get another card from our opponent. Let's see what we reveal. So we've got a Lyra Dawnbringer in the grave. We need to keep this Karn alive long enough to have that Lyra Dawnbringer survive. We're going to discard a trial. Okay. Okay. He's going to... What? Coffee refill. Awesome. Thank you, Val. Love you. Alright, so I think I just want Lyra here, right? Like, I don't think anything's better than Lyra right here. We'll play the Memorial of Folly and the Trial. And then pray he doesn't draw a way to make us sacrifice Lyra. He can't swing at our Karn. What's he gonna put on the battlefield? A Gonti? Okay, Gonti's a thing. Barry, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. I didn't even notice you slipped in. Your favorite deck in Standard? That is awesome. I don't know your name. I can't read the Korean. Barry, thank you very much. Is there a song you would like played or anything like that we could do for you? Cheers to your health, sir. Cheers. I didn't even see you slip in, Barry. I like how you make an appearance. Okay. He's got one of my cards exiled. That is so mean. He's got a never. He hit a never, and then he hit a cartouche. I'm on tilt. I'm on tilt. I am so on tilt here. Are we going to go 2 and 3 with this? This is brutal. Alright, mono black. And we have to do it now because I don't want him to just never his way back into a creature here, or never his into like getting our Lyra. So happy song when we win. All right, we need to win. Need to win first. It's not over though. 100% not over. He can gain a ton of life. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I know they both had first strike. We were flying, but alright, so he eats the Lyra, makes another. Maybe that was wrong, but we're at 32 life. We've got a minute. We've got a minute here. Why do I keep... Alright. We'll Fatal Push a zombie. We need some way to draw more cards. Another Karn would be nice. If he cast our Karn, I am going to be so peed off. We don't have a board wipe. We haven't sideboarded yet. This is game 1 here. We don't have a board wipe. I mean, this is all we do, make him sack a dude. I mean, he can't sack it to the temple, but we've got, you know, 14 turns, 15 turns before he's lethal. So, I'm on tilt now. I'm on tilt now. Owned by us. Gontis and kite cells. Gontis and kite cells, man. On tilt like a pinball machine, right? This is okay. Definitely an okay play here. Although he's gaining more cards, more Memorial to Follies, which means he gets more creatures back. You can have the Fatal Push. Eldest Reborn. Oh, I don't even want to fight it out. This makes you just want to... Ugh, it's like, oh man, you're just top decking all the great stuff now. We have to play it because we're going to discard a card next turn anyway. We have to kill that Karn now. It's only hexproof from white, so yeah. And he can get back another Gonti with Memorial to Folly. We can have the Seeker Squire. Karn's at 8. Karn's on 1,000,000. We can't block. We just got to keep taking this damage from Gonti here. Maybe it was wrong to block with Lyra. Maybe it was probably very wrong to block with Lyra. All right. Where's Adanto? But we beat mono red and red black. Yes, we did. We beat the snot out of mono or red black. So Lyra punt. Yeah, I mean, if we would have had Lyra, he would have been gaining a little bit of life. But we'd have been gaining more. Plus, we'd have been doing more damage. Eldest Reborn. It's like a more expensive trial. Only it does more things. Yeah. Side out the Knights of Malice in game 2, right? Because they're definitely one of our weaker cards. He's got a hostile desert and a ton of lands. At one point we were doing really well to get ahead of him, and then we're bricking, he's not. You got our History of Benalia. Damn, Daniel, damn. Okay. Go to game 2. You want to see it too? You want to just go to game 2? I mean, he just got all of... He beat us with our own cards. Not with my own gun. Don't shoot me with my own gun. Alright. We're bringing all the duress. I think I take out the cartouches. I don't know. He's got a bunch of death touch dudes, and giving our guys first strike actually is probably where we want to be. So cartouche is probably great. I don't think Settle the Wreckage is where we want to be. Like, we want to stay aggressive. Trials are good. I like the trials here. Karn's decent. Bone Picker's in the air. I think I actually take out Bone Picker, though. I don't think he's going to have enough creatures for us to really worry about Bone Picker. The Knights of Malice are at their weakest here, so that leaves us 2 more slots. Fatal Push might be a little weak here. Cleansing Nova looks good here. Against what? Like, all the creatures he had were ours, except for his Gaunties and such, and we can trial those, like, one by one kill those. Like, I didn't see him go wide enough to make me really want Cleansing Nova. I guess Thopter Arrest is pretty good. Just exiling them. I would rather have Settle than Thopter Arrest. See, that's where I'm at. I'm actually thinking I want Argyle's Bloodfast. If he's not going to be pushing pressure on us, I want Argyle's Bloodfast. I do not want Karn in this matchup. I think Karn might be a little bit of a liability. So I'm going to go with Argyle's Bloodfast. We'll keep a Karn and go... Let's stay aggressive. We're on the play. We'll get rid of Karn. We'll keep the Bone Picker. We'll go Cartouches, Trials, Duresses, Fatal Pushes, and, you know, Argyle's Bloodfast. So, I don't think we can keep this on the play. We have no aggression. And he's going to have, like, turn 2 Glint Sleeve or something, and... Yeah, I don't think we want Nova just to destroy a bunch of enchantments when we're probably going to lose more important enchantments than him. So, I just don't think that... Right, we've got Duress. It's almost like you have to take it to get the Doomfall out of his hand. Lots of stress and anxiety been draining you lately. Gonna get to bed early. Don't forget to peep that Blue-White Flyers deck on the Reddit. And vote for it for Sub Sunday. Good night, Madness. You take care, man. I want to keep this hand. I think I'm going to keep it. I mean, we've got Trial and Cartouche. We draw a creature. We're okay. He's deciding on whether... Oh, my goodness. Keep mulligan. Keep going, opponent. He mulliganed to 5. Let's see what this 5 is. Got us. He got us. Yep. Do what keeps you happy and healthy. Quote the Buried Drake. Happy and healthy, man. Like, nah, he mulled to 5. He was deciding on whether or not to mull to 4. It says, opponent mulligans to 6, mulligans to 5, keeps his hand. I don't like closing that out. I just like sliding it over to the side. And he draws. He's got another Gifted Aetherborn on top. Alright. We're just going to keep him from being aggressive. That may or may not be possible. Now he takes the Cartouche, I assume. No, did not take the Cartouche. So we know he has Gifted Aetherborn, Gaunty. He's got Gifted Aetherborn, Gaunty, played the Memorial to Folly. He played a Swamp. He hasn't played the other Gifted Aetherborn. He has Ifnir Deadlands. So... Oh no, we got rid of the Gifted's gone. So he pitched one of the Gifted Aetherborns. There's no point in casting this Duress. So he goes Ifnir Deadlands, plays Gaunty, and then he keeps like the best card in the world out of our deck. Yeah. Most of us aren't brewing. Man, why are we just hitting these weird decks? I mean, it's a lot of playing. So we played Knight of Grace, played Cartouche, returned Trial of Ambition, played Land, played Trial of Ambition. A very ambitious turn. Very ambitious turn. Alright, so we know he has 2 cards. One of them is Gifted Aetherborn. Really want to take a peek and see what the other is. Vraska's Contempt. Wow, he didn't cast it. Oh, because he couldn't kill this. Didn't want to cast it on 1/1. Okay. At the end of our turn, when he tries to activate his Memorial to Folly, we'll just activate the Scavenger Grounds. I think that's like the best thing we can do. Sometimes I hate being right. Okay, why not attacking with a token? I honestly thought it had Summoning Sickness. It would have died anyway? Right? Where'd he get that damn Fatal Push? And then he Field of Ruins the other. Okay, well, I'll get another black source, so now we got double black, double white. We can play around Doomfall here. Like, these are the points where this deck gets really, really good. Black-White Trials, like, the deck is really, really good when you're doing crazy stuff like this. We basically just traded that 1 point for 1 point, considering we picked up the Trial. But, yeah. Knight of Grace. I mean, is he sacking Ifnir Deadlands? I assume. Yeah. That's what I kind of figured that that's what was happening. I mean, we're still doing a little bit of damage here, and I mean, he's got things like Hostile Desert. He's just going to hit it again. Just another Ifnir Deadlands. Just bam, hit it again. Okay. I think we play it very patiently here. Like, I could go for the race, but I think we play it very patiently. And we just keep up the Fatal Push. We keep up those sort of things. Sure. Have your pick. Alright. So he took the Fatal Push. Maybe it's being too greedy to not play this, so want know how this turns out? I do. I want this to turn out well. I really, really do. Okay. All right. This could be an all-star right here. This could be an all-star. We'll see if we can get him to eat this. And if he does, we'll make him sack the land. Okay. So we'll make him sack the land. The super greed play. Alright. Next turn we go Adonto, Cartouche. So we want to say no to that. And here we go. Whew. Son of... And now the Gonties take great cards out of our deck. He'll play our deck better than we can. And then the Eldest Reborn will give him even more. Yeah, sure, you get one, we kill the Gonti with the other. Oh, look! We hit another land! What brutalness. It's almost like he's choosing the cards himself, right? It's like, just, what would be the best thing I could possibly get right here? Oh, this'll work. This'll be perfect. Justin, like, Justin has quit talking, guys. Justin's like, did I really pay for this? Did you leave, Justin? Holy cow. No. Justin's like, I can't watch this. This is horrible. Yeah. Yeah, we're in pretty bad shape right now. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty bad shape. It's not looking real good. I'm still tapped down. I couldn't if near Deadlands it because it took double black. Hey, look! He got our History of Benalia. Good shit, opponent. Whatever. And that's game! Yeah, it's pretty much game. This could help. This could help. I'm gonna draw now. Hey, look. More land. So we take 8, 9, 10. We'll be at 4. We'll flip Argyle's fast, and that'll be about it. He got back. What did he target? Gifted Aetherborn is what he targeted with the mono black control. time to concede, bro. Should probably draw cards, but oh my God. Well, I mean, we started out so strong. We just beat this red-black deck into a pulp. And then haven't won a game since. Not a single game. And I don't think I'm... yeah, Azorius for the win. He plays mono black. I noticed that too, Jan. It's brutal. It's brutal. That was rough. You're right. You're right, Boros. That was rough. Maybe if we just had a meta full of red-black, we could just destroy. But anything other than red-black, I don't know how well we're going to do here. But the deck definitely does decent against red-black. Watch us get red-black right now and then get run over. Just because I said that, because you know that's how stream curse works. But the deck is swinging on everyone. It is. It is. We have gotten what different matchups? Man, we've gotten a ton of different matchups. Never wished that we could play red-black more. Deck had a great matchup versus red-black. You just sit back on an Adanto and ride that bad boy home. Against anything else, though. The deck actually doesn't seem to do really well against black, period. So, opposing Fatal Pushes, Varasa's Contempts, the Eldest Reborn? For real. The Eldest Reborn? God, the card's so good. Yeah, well, maybe... There was the one game where I probably should have kept the 5-land hand opener, just with, you know, the 2 cards, just because we had a history and a knight, like turn 2 knight, turn 3 history. I probably should have kept that hand and just said, you know, hey, look, this is our start, this is our opening. Yeah, wish we could play red-black aggro. Words you thought you'd never hear. Yeah, right. Well, when the deck is tuned to just beat red-black aggro, which is 60% of the meta. Watch, we're going to get red-black aggro here. I don't know. I mean, he's got the Locust God as his picture. The Locust God Prestige. How do you Prestige? How do you do that? Like, I want to know. Cannot keep this hand. This is a clear mulligan, right? This is better. It's not great, but it is better. And that is good, too. So we'll just start with an isolated chapel, go Concealed Courtyard, Knight of Grace into History of Benaiah. Well, I got my wish. Here we go. Here we go. Will it be enough? Well, I'll say that. This deck fought, and it fought very, very hard. I'd say you have a fair matchup versus most decks. So, that alone's not bad. I think I have fought fairly well here. But I remember the old saying of, if you ever think that you played a good game, then you're not good enough to realize the punts that you've made. I know that we made a couple punts here. Probably shouldn't have snapped off that block with Lyra. There was one where I should have done a little bit more math and realized that he had an option to go to 1. The build is really good. Alright, like, I was playing Wizards against this, and he beat me to death with Wizards. Like, I had Wizards, Justin had this deck, and he just beat on me like I was just a little chump. The first strike does mean that we get to block Ragabon, but he's still punching in for one here. A Goblin Chain Whirler. Alright. Alright, Mr. Chain Whirler. We can go Cartouche, Cartouche. I don't think so. I want to get this down. And then maybe we'll do some Cartouche action later. Give some more first striking bodies. I do. I really do enjoy the deck. Like, even though that we have run into some crazy matchups, I mean, our opponent had Gonti, 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 Gonti. Is it broken record? Gonti. That's how it felt. Broken record. Gonti, 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 Gonti. Lamp. He had Gonti. And then he brought it back. And then he played it again. And then he got another Gonti. And he brought that one back. And he played it again. Do you not understand how we got our butt kicked? I don't think Lamp was watching. Alright. I had to explain it. Cut! Get wrecked. Yeah, the deck's good though. I do like the deck. We take this to the face. This is 100% happening. Oh, it's happening. It's happening, Captain. Captain. Happening, Captain. Whatever. Yeah. Alright, so we could get Karn down, or we could go Cartouche, Cartouche. Get some first strike action going on. Get a couple extra bodies. You want to see me play with the discard Fell Spectre deck? Yeah, I'm thinking Cartouche, Cartouche, play the tap land. So, the big question here is, do we Cartouche one of them to be large enough to block the Goblin Chain Whirler? Or do we just Cartouche two of them? I think I want to Cartouche two different bodies to have multiple first strikers and do a little bit more damage. Let's see if we can put on the brakes. I mean, if he goes land Glorybringer, then that's probably bad. The Fell Spectre, X to a C, and you know, you're good. Damn you, opponent. Well, this opponent had all the things. Okay, this red-black deck, he had everything he needed. All right, I'm just gonna say, yeah, he had just some stuff. You know what I mean? And we're hitting land. I don't think we have a choice other than downtick Karn. Sisk, thank you very much. You're the one that ordered the piece for, or the bulb for Lamp. So I did order that. So we're waiting on that to come in, and Lamp should have his new bulb. I'm pretty sure it was you that ordered it. It might have been Madness. It was one of you. And it was one of you regular guys. What's up, Sisk? Oh, Braid. Justin, forgive me, dude. I'm getting out of this game. We're just going to jump into the next one because we're dead here. We're going to jump into the sideboard. I asked for red-black. I asked for this. I did. Alright. Settle. Contempt. Thopter's Arrest. Get rid of Karn. And Knight of Malice. Alright. Here we go. He's so salty. I'm salty. I am salty. This takeout wasn't as rapid as the last one. I thank you for that. Well, I thank both of you for everything you guys do for the channel. You guys do so much, it's pitiful. I appreciate it. I really, really do. Uh, I'm surprised at how many people enjoy watching me go on tilt. Like, I used to hold most of this back. Like, this was just the anger that was building up inside. But apparently you guys like watching me go on tilt, so I've learned to let it out. Just let it out, leave it at the game, and be happy everywhere else, you know? Just let it be like ventilation. I think we keep this. I really think I keep this hand. We have our double white, I settle the wreckage. I mean, if he's got, like, duress, then we're just screwed. But, yeah. Yeah, here we go. Horde says, and bam, I'm back. We're going to pretend that we've got a fatal push here, right? A little bluff action. It has been so hot today. Oh my goodness. Just non-stop sweating. I think I play the concealed court here. We'll pass. I would love for him to go like Karzev this turn. I mean, it wouldn't be the greatest thing in the world. I mean, we can go history and make him start spending cards. That's not horrible. I mean, history is a really, really good card. I wonder why Sisk's Bar didn't reload. That's crazy. Tried to reload it. We're gonna see what happens. Oh no. I don't know what happened. I killed the stream boss. Oh no. It should be alright. It should still be there. There it is. I'm learning new tricks to reload things, but sometimes it scares me. You know what's better than one history? 3 in a row. Right? That's pretty good. History into history into history. And our Adanto Vanguard survived that. He just kept fighting through that. But that history gave him enough time to finally get to a way to answer our Adanto. I assume he just like burns this. Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. The plan is to kill this Goblin Chain Whirler with a Trial of Ambition. Oh, it's a Soul Scar Mage. Okay. It's a Soul Scar Mage. I still think the plan is to Trial of Ambition. The Soul Scar Mage? What do you got going on here, opponent? I don't think we have to get like super aggressive here and just try to slam this Cartouche of Solidarity down. I'm worried that he's still got burn and stuff. Yeah, he would have just burned us out. That's going to be a problem. That's going to be a huge problem. Yep. Did I just pass the turn? I think I might have just passed the turn. we'll take a hit on the chin here from my hazard. I want to get hazard plus something else. That's a Goblin Chain Whirler. Yeah. I mean, at least hazard's not doing crazy things to us, but this Chandra, she's gonna be a problem. She is going to be a problem. Maybe we can make her down tick? I doubt it. I highly doubt it. I expect he's got reactive cards like a Braid in his hand, and we're not going to get very far with this. Like, I wouldn't have kept one white up to try to cast a cartouche right there anyway. This game, man. Can't beat that Chandra emblem. Yeah. You can't beat that Chandra emblem. I asked for red-black. I asked for it. And didn't get it. I didn't have luck with the deck, Justin. I know you said you 5-0'd with it, man, but we had the one game where it was just phenomenal. And then everything after that, I just got ran over, dude. Not ran over, like, the deck fought very, very hard. But, yeah, it just, wow. Yeah, I mean, damn. Yeah, it did. It started so promising. It did. Like, that just feels bad. It feels real bad, dude. It does. Maybe we'll try to run another league with it here soon, or at least play some more games with it or something like that. But man, I did not do so well with that. That's brutal. It was very brutal, man. I feel so bad that, like, I just went 1-4 with that deck. I feel bad, dude. I do. Like, we played it. It was a cool deck, man. It fought like hell, but yeah. You should have Kilo run one of your jank decks in a league. He'll be 0-5. Let's change this bad moment. 8 straight losses doesn't do it justice, but yeah, well, yeah, that's brutal, dude. Like, 8 straight losses. I don't think this deck is like an 0-8 deck. I'm seriously, I don't think this is an 0-8 deck. The deck is super mean. We just didn't hit threats. Or we'd hit gaps and not have threats for a turn or two, and the opponents had just enough removal to keep us off. Could have been the way I was sideboarding, you know. Dang. Yeah. More of my own stuff. You enjoyed the last time I ran one for us. I ran like a whole week of my stuff. Go back to the current deck list. Alright. The deck list is, I mean, it's pretty sweet. We don't really have answers for things like Godpharaoh's Gift. Like, so if we would have run into a Godpharaoh's Gift deck, we would have probably been destroyed too. We don't really have a lot of answers for flyers. The only thing we can actually kill in the main board is something that dies to Fatal Push. Other than that, we can kill like 0-1 or X1s. So, I mean, we lost to green-black, we lost to red-black, we lost to mono-black, right? It's brutal. No legacy, no respect for approach, I guess. No respect for Nexus of Fate. So, Murder sounds like a nice addition. Could be. Murder could be a good addition. I don't really know how much I like Cleansing Nova in the deck. I think those spots could be something else, and I think Karn is in the wrong deck. I don't think Karn should be in this deck. I just don't. I just really don't like Karn in this deck. I don't like Karn, and I don't like Cleansing Nova, and those are the only two cards in the deck I don't like. Everything else is absolutely terrific, and when you have everything else, it just seems great. Cast Down could be really good. Cast Down would have been phenomenal. Being able to kill, Gifted Aetherborns and opposing knights, things like that. I think Karn should be a Johnny. I know it might not have been great for you, but man, I think Karn should have been a Johnny. Karn has card advantage, though. I mean, the one game that we had him down, we were just like Karn. Card advantage was playing slow, things were going nice, and then eventually we got run over anyway. So, you're always working on. Yeah, you've had this deck for a really long time, so. Cast Down feels good until you fight other legends. Right, like the Gonti matchup, we wouldn't have been able to do nothing about that. If we would have had a Joshua Vest, we wouldn't have been able to do anything about that. Eldest Reborn might be a consideration in the sideboard over some like Cleansing Novas or something like that. Eldest Reborn seemed like really weird, or really good, especially versus us. Like when you can keep them to low numbers of creatures and things, Eldest Reborn's absolutely terrific. Honestly, we had plenty of black mana most of the games. Walk the Plank may not be that bad. You might be able to get away with Walk the Plank. So, I don't know. It's weird not seeing Vraska's Contempt main board. It is. Like, I think you could get away with, like, this for sure. Like, bring in the two Vraska's Contempt main board, put the two Karn in the sideboard. But then again, if your local meta, if you're running into a bunch of control, you want the Karn in the main board. But if you're running into, like, we didn't run into the first control deck other than Mono Black mid-range. I'm going to call it Mono Black mid-range, okay? It had Memorial of Follies to get its creatures back and stuff like that. So I'm not going to say it was just Mono Black control, but I think the Karns, like, we didn't run into any of them, so I think the Karns maybe should be in the sideboard, but yeah. You change a little when the meta shifts, like when the Mono Blue Artifact deck goes away, you'll drop Nova. See, there you go. That's probably a really good reason to have Nova. The Mono Blue Artifact deck was, it's a thing, so, I mean, there's that. Damn. That was bad, man. That was bad. I feel bad. I really do. This was a commission league, like, yeah. Time spent, tickets burned. Like, that's bad. It's bad. I definitely think that, like, two of these Karns should be the Vraska's Contempt. The other Karn should be like a main board Argyle's Bloodfast, but yeah. Don't win them all. You're full of shit for the Horde. I win everything. You fought Jeskai Control, Blue-White Approach, Res Deck, Red Wizards, and Green Stompy. See, we didn't run into Green Stompy. We went through this together in the end. You're great, Rocker. I appreciate it. Oh, hey! By the way, got some new information for you guys. YouTube has started a new thing. YouTube's doing a lot of changes to kind of make them more like Twitch. They're definitely competing with Twitch, trying to give more features to the audience. And one of those new features is for all of you guys with the green name tags. So some of you have been with me for a month. Some of you have been with me for 2 months, 3 months. I've got a couple people that have been with me for about 6 months now. And they're giving me different tags. So those of you that have the little, maybe you can see this. I don't know. Can you see this? Like this little part right here. Yeah, I'm sure you can see it. Anyway, They're giving me different tags. Okay, so member for 4 months, perfect, right there. Justin Clay, 2-month member. Like, so brand new members are going to be able to have a certain icon. New member or 2-month members will have a different icon. So it's like new, 1 month, 2 month, 6 month, 1 year, 2 year. I'm going to be able to give different icons for you guys. So I need some ideas. Like, what kind of different icons could we use? Or do we just say, you know, hey, when you're new, you get a golden nut? Or maybe we wait till later before the person gets the golden nut beside their name, things like that. But yeah, I was curious at like what different icons would you guys be interested in? I would like them to be, you know, semi-relevant to Magic and the channel, but I'm going to let you guys who are these founding members, mana symbols. See, I don't know if I like that. My swamp symbol, if you will, is a little bit different. I didn't want to just be like, okay, these guys are swamps, these guys are forests, these guys are this. I thought we could spice it up a little bit more than that. Maybe even guild symbols or something like that. You know, you've been with us for 2 months, you're in Is It Guild. I don't know, Is It Guild should be like 2 years. Like, you should have to work to be Is It. I don't know. But yeah, I was just curious at, you know, what you guys might be interested in. For those of you that have already been members for a while, you know, it's not going to be absolutely anything. Yeah, sounds nice, but you're good with the green tag and the swamp symbol. Heard. You kind of want to be permasimic. See, exactly. So if I did that, you know, people are like, oh no, now that I've subscribed for an extra month, now I'm no longer, you know, Simic or something like that. So I didn't really want to go that route. But it is some options that are available to us. As of right now, I have all of them still selected as having the SideboardMTG tag, but I thought that, you know, since it is a new feature here on YouTube, that we could ask you guys what you want to be, maybe colors behind my icon. Okay, see, now that might work. Like, change the black to red or something like that. Yeah. So you'd have. I like that. I kind of like that. You know, yeah. We'll work on that. I will see if I can pull some stuff up on Photoshop, and we'll get to working on my logo, and I'll make some different backgrounds on the logo, and color blended names based on favorite guilds. Yeah, but I can only do, like, you know, the members who have been 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, and then you wouldn't have a choice. Like, as soon as you had become a member for, you know, 2 months, you would all of a sudden switch over to the next one. It's a way of, you know, showing your prestige, how long you have been a member of the community, things like that. They do it on Twitch. It's always been a thing on Twitch. You're constantly hearing that on Twitch. Resubscribe for 17 months, you know, that sort of thing, you know. You know, that means, you know, that's their 17th month of resubscribing, that sort of thing. And this is going to give you guys some swagger, a little bit of something to go with that. So I'll get to play it around with it, and we'll see about maybe some different backgrounds or something like that. But yeah, I wouldn't be able to lock you in on something. So Barry Drake's like, I volunteer to be the red shirt. Oh, he's a red shirt. Why are you guys wearing yellow? Oh, gonna die. Yeah, the red shirt. That's a Star Trek joke, you know. Red shirts always died when they went on ground missions. It was great. J.J. Abrams did really good with those new movies. If you're a Star Trek fans, do you like the new J.J. Abrams movies? Like, I thought they were absolutely phenomenal. So, Lamp, what do you think? Right? I need to find a digital way to make Lamp a thing. You know? After you've been with us for a year, you get Lamp by your name or something like that. I definitely want the 1 year and 2 year to be special. We've got a few people that'll be coming close to those here before long, within the next couple months. Probably about the next 4 or 5 months if they stick around. So we got some people that are going to be coming close to those, and I definitely want 1 year to be special. And if someone makes it to the 2 year, I 100% want that to be a special icon. I want people to know, this person has supported this channel for a really long time. Not that I want this channel or this community to become one of those, communities where these people have been here and only these people matter. I don't want that to happen. I love, new faces. I love to know that we are, having an impact on, other people playing Magic and new people playing Magic. So I definitely don't want that to, become a thing. But I 100% do want, to give back to you guys. So if YouTube gives me something, then I'm definitely going to make sure that we can give that back to you guys. So why only 3 histories of Benalia? Why are you only running 3? I just noticed that. I don't like that. You can't hit history if you're not running 4 history. I think Alright guys, it was a lot of fun playing with you guys though. Point of the day is more people need to buy more leagues so we can do this more often. Rush and James Clugston and all the guys from Coffee Time and we were all sitting around talking about that. It has been a while since we've done Coffee Time. I am working on getting that back going. We had some changes of schedule between me and Vanessa. And she had to start doing some other things, and it kind of cut into Coffee Time. But we've got that back under control, so we should be able to start Coffee Time this coming week. We should be able to get back into Coffee Time. So is that just Patreon peeps? No. So there's a lot of different ways you can support the channel. If you want to support the channel through Patreon, you can do that. If you want to join the YouTube community, you can just click that join button here on YouTube, and you get the nice little green name tag. You get the icon by your name. You'll get all of our icons and that sort of thing. And then if you want me to run a game, it's $20 a game. If you're a $10 patron, I'll run one a month for you for that $10 price. I'm basically going off of Jim Davis's game, his layout. So if you do a $50 donation, it's going to be $37 of that is what I'll get, right? Google's going to take the other part. Unless you want to do that through like PayPal or something like that, you could do that. But Google's going to take most of it. But if you do a $50 donation here on YouTube, I will run a league for you. Whatever deck you want, you send me the list, I'll run a league for you. I know it's a lot, but it's 5 games, and you're definitely dedicated as the star of the show while we're doing that. But please, if you are going to make a $50 donation, please have a deck list. Otherwise, just thank you very much. I appreciate it. We're just using Jim Davis's price point, and like he's one of the first people I've seen do it. I started bourbon Magic. He started drinking bourbon, so I'm going to take this from Jim. He took my bourbon, so I'm going to take this from him. But yeah, it's kind of fun to know, right? Like, you start doing things, and you have other people's doing stuff like this. The league or Coffee Time, what? Coffee Time is for Patreon peeps. They currently don't have a way for me to send a notification out to my members, so that you guys can see my unlisted videos, which is what Coffee Time as always ends up as. So. But the skill is weak. You're a fairly new player, 3 to 4 years, so you're still... Hey, by all means, I am not asking I am not asking you to pay absolutely anything, Barry Drake, or anyone else. I'm just saying that is an offer that I am making. If you guys want to pay for it, I will. I'll run you. I'll run a league. I will do that. It is. It's actually a lot of fun to be able to go. Hey, look, I'm going to see if I can make this work. You know, the way Justin did. I mean, I actually had a lot of fun playing this deck and everything tonight, even though I was getting my butt kicked. I tried not to hold anything back. You know, you guys are getting the full emotions and stuff like that. But, well, Coffee Time is any tier. Even $1 on Patreon, you'll be able to see the Coffee Time links. Again, those start up again next week. So, you know, those of you that follow me on Patreon, you can actually even follow me on Patreon without, you know, giving money to support me on Patreon. You can follow without actually paying. So it's not about that. I do appreciate the money, and the Patreon money is what supports the channel. Like, everything that happens on the channel is paid for by the patrons. I take the Google money, right? Like, I pay bills with Google money. So that I take for me, but the Patreon money is for the channel. It's the money that I pull to use for lamp. It's the money I pulled to use for my other lighting. Like, yeah, we've got another lamp here behind the desk that it's. If we didn't have it, it would be weird, right? It would just be dark, right? So we've got the spotlight and stuff. Like, we bought that a couple months ago. But yeah, that's where the money goes. It goes into the channel. But yeah, if you guys follow me on Patreon, you don't have to pay money. You just hit follow, and when Coffee Time starts up, you'll get notified about it. So yeah. Your Metalwork Colossus deck? Oh man. We played that mono blue Metalwork Colossus deck, and I was really hoping that you'd get a chance to enjoy that deck too. I know you're a fan of Metalwork Colossus, so you know, I am too. I wanted to break Metalwork Colossus a couple times, so the dark and brooding Eric with no lights on, right? We should do that. Just the blackout stream one night. See what's going on. But yeah, I'm trying to do like more open things, and I'm wanting to spend more time with the community. I thought about like doing a surf and Reddit, you know, Coffee Time or something like that, or maybe even go live with it, and only let the members, like the people with the green names, be able to talk in chat. Because we have options for that too, for some of you guys that have, you know, become members. I know a lot of people probably aren't even watching at this point because, you know, they're not members. But for those of you that are members, these are definitely some things that are going to benefit you guys in the future. YouTube now has ways that only those people with the green name tags can talk and things like that. I need to do green white. You're probably right. You're not a green member for the Horde? You're not, are you? I think you would still be able to get in. I could send you a link so that you could get in. I don't know. You know, you're a patron, though. So I definitely have to have a way for the patrons to get in. Yeah, that's brutal. Yeah, I wish I had a way to grant membership to certain members. To just say, hey, look, these people are going to have access here on my stream. As a moderator for the Horde, can you pull up the icons? I'm just curious. Chaos Wand combo. Please tell, Brandon Hall. I am curious what the Chaos Wand combo is. I do not know what it is. It's fun. I'm sure. Okay, so if you can't pull those up, then you know you would not be able to talk in those streams. So I can either do it unlisted and then send out a link on like the Reddit, so all the people that are on Reddit, they can find it. Send out a link on Patreon, so all those people you know, that follow me on Patreon or that are actually patrons, those people can find it. But I wouldn't be able to just message like all the people with green names. So I'm gonna have to find like the best way to do that. But the new private show that I'm wanting to do is Instead of like where we used to, pull up, talk to, add some people in Discord and talk like that. I want to do one where I go through Reddit and I just kind of go through it with you guys, and we start looking at everyone's decks, and we talk about the decks and try to give a little bit of feedback. We just kind of move on down through the decks, a little bit of quick feedback and stuff like that. It probably will not be like a majorly eventful game, like we won't be doing gameplay and stuff like that, but it might be something you guys are interested in. We'll look at a lot of decks, might be able to get some good innovation and things like that. So, Aiden, let's get some golden nuts for Aiden there, and congratulations on taking down Sisk as the stream boss. There you go, man. Golden nuts all around for you, man. Much love. Thank you very much for becoming a member. And yeah, like, I want to do more for you guys that are doing something for the channel, and we just gotta figure out the best way to do that. YouTube's not really working with us yet. There's a lot of content providers that are actually wanting ways to contact their membership, and the members are the people like new members. It used to be called sponsors. They recently changed it to memberships, and now they're starting to give us more things. So as those become available, we're going to start utilizing those, and I'm going to start doing everything I can to make sure that patrons and members can do the same thing. Eventually, depending on how Patreon goes, we may end up just crushing Patreon altogether and just solely go on memberships. I don't personally like that because Google takes quite a chunk. YouTube takes quite a chunk out of everything you guys give, but it's still pretty good. So I do appreciate that. You remember the sponsor tag before? Right, exactly. It used to be called sponsor, now it's called membership. So becoming a member should have taken out Sisk Dantes as stream boss. So that's another thing. Streamlabs, which is what does Stream Boss and does quite a few other things I have, like the cup, things like that. They just came out with their own version of OBS, which is the broadcasting software that I use. This stuff, right? Where you can go infinite and stuff like that. OBS is the one that controls. They come out with their own version of OBS. So Streamlabs OBS may be something I will have to. Right, I know. I that's why I asked. I was like, can you just do it PayPal? Because then I get to dodge all of that. And that's why I asked. That's why I asked, man. I was like, can you just do it PayPal, and then you just we get to skip Google taking their chunk, but Google wants their money anyway. But yeah, and I do appreciate it, Justin. I really wish the games would have went better, man. I really do. But yeah, as we get more things, I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna try to turn that into more for you guys. So right, yeah. So I'm gonna be tinkering with the new recording formats. I'm gonna be tinkering with OBS Studios from Streamlabs, which currently I do have a lot of problems with, like certain things from Streamlabs. So I don't know if that's because I'm not using their version of Open Broadcast software or Open Broadcast Studio or whatever it's called. So maybe that's the reason, and we might be able to do that and get a couple more features. It might continue to make things worse. I don't know, but I don't like leaving good enough alone. I like to keep tinkering with things until we get more and more and more. So yeah. For the Horde, you're not the only one, sir. I'm about to call it a night as well. Absolutely, Aiden. You got your golden nuts, your mana screws, your ham. You got all the things, man. All the things, guys. I'm gonna call it a night at that. I had a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. The deck is very mean. I just drew like crap. We could probably roll right back into another league and do 100 times better than we just did. But yeah, I like the deck. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun watching. We'll see you next time here on Sideboard MTG. Sisk or Aiden, got a music you want to close on? Got any song you want to close on? I know somebody was asking about Castlevania Temptation. We got that the other day. We've got a killer rock song from Metroid. I'm still looking for some more music. Finally found my Pokemon music. So you know, we got some cool music here. If you guys, what do you want to go out on? We'll let Sisk or Aiden, whichever one's next. By the way, Barry, your happy song came on the very next song. If you didn't notice. All night, feel free to check out the Mono Black Burn video you posted yesterday. You played Mono Black Burn? Awesome. I was going to get around to playing some more Mono Black Burn. I think that deck's actually really, really good, and I've had a lot of fun with it. Final Fantasy VII. I don't think I have any Final Fantasy VII music. I'll have to get some Final Fantasy VII. Metal Gear Solid, maybe? Zelda. I'll get some more Final Fantasy VII. I'll see if I can get some like yeah, like Tifa's Journey or something. There's yeah. Well, I'll get some Final Fantasy VII. I don't have any of that right now. Tell you what, I'll pick for you since we'll go with Zelda. Perfect. There we go. Here you go. Rock out to Zelda, guys. Have fun. We'll see you next time. You've been checking OC Remix on YouTube and you have found some good stuff. Rocker, my man. Like, send me a message. Leave me a, I don't know, put up a Reddit of like, hey guys, put links to the OC Remix here on this Reddit of songs you want Eric to download, and I will do that. Like, so if you find some good songs, man, just throw that stuff up on Reddit and just title it as Eric, download this song. Eric, get this song. And I'll do it, man. I'll hop over at OC Remix. We'll pick them up, and we'll go from there. Yeah, it's a sweet choice. Yeah. I'll quit talking. We'll let you guys enjoy. See you next time. That is how bad that I've got to change that. I've got to change that. That's what I was saying. That's how bad I hate the fact that live stream is not centered, that I didn't care. I just decided to sit there. Catch you next time.